through with a few cheeky trades, and then also right in center zone. You can see DRS there also getting themselves a little bit more situated. I believe that is BTR moving in alongside them. So 2 points of contention coming out right at the start of the match.
Absolutely, 4 teams coming up against each other. You know, the drop clashes are definitely there. One on Jaden City. It's RRQ, I guess. Yeah, Boom Esports is there. But BTR versus DRS is also going on. And look at the northwestern side. Teams are definitely going for those top class fights. Or maybe rotational fights are also going to be there. Whenever you jump and go towards your drop location, you also see the other teams are probably going towards the closed location, closed drop areas. So, you know, the rotational fights are also going to be there. But DRS, for now, their focus is to get the loot, get ready for them for the early on skirmish. They will try to do a third party here. They have the elevation. Cyclone is going for the wraparound, but you got to be careful. BTR, if they have an eye on him, if they realize that one of the players is here, they can definitely spot him, take him down, and eliminate him. There will be no chances for revival. But DRS, look at example. Look at the wrap around. This is beautiful by DRS. They can definitely punish anyone. Be it BTR, be it Viprex knockout, but BTR is busy with Viprex knockout. They will take down Lord. And Lord, is he in a comfortable spot? Can he get a revive? I think he's on top of a compound. He can get a revive. He's in the hard cover. So BTR, then they've not decided to charge in. Once they do, they'll probably be punished by DRS because the third party is ready. DRS is having their eyes. They're getting all the information.
Let's see how this one is going to go. Now the angle's getting locked down here. Bigatron by Vitality. Trying to read the situation here. I did see a few comments in the chat saying that DRS are going to be the only team to qualify. And that's an interesting statement. But now Optimus looking to apply themselves on the edge. Bumblebee coming through with a quick little bit of a trade. Now Viper KO also just waiting in the wing. So 3 squads finding themselves in a bit of a hot spot. I like the start. This is exactly what we want to see. The teams keeping the momentum or starting off with some strong momentum. Big about that. ASI8 though, down to a 2-piece, right? They've been feeling quite a bit of a sting coming at the expense or at the hand of Bandit. What was that? Oh, a machete finish. Wow.
Absolutely. They're just going bonkers over here, but it was not Bandit, it was someone else who eliminated the players of ASIC side. I mean, they just got 1 elimination number, but Viprex knockout. In the meantime, they tried to get elimination points on BTR. Yes, they are confirming some eliminations, but BTR, they're also taking that revenge. But it's RRQ versus ASIC side going on here. It's the last man standing, and that is Baby. Responsibility lies on his shoulder. DRS is going to do a third party on that fight. On a different end, it's Viprex knockout versus DRS versus BTR. BTR is on the verge of elimination. They only have 1 man standing, the last man standing. But Baby, his position is compromised. He needs to fall back, and he is trying to fall back. He has an Uzi in his hands, not a very good weapon, and he got tagged, punished, and sent to the lobby. Lapar is not going to hesitate. He's not going to stop.
Yeah, unfortunate play there for them. But now it is going to be Kent, the last one left for BTR. Just trying to survive, trying to ride out the carnage. DRS, though, also facing quite a bit of a challenge. So you can see example, just bringing JD back into the fight. Now the rotation is going to come in, but the pressure is not going to back off anytime soon as Viper keep a nice bit of overwatch here. They've been able to deal quite a bit of carnage in the surrounding area. Will we see these shots now come to some kind of a conclusion? DRS down, they go 2 eliminations up, but the third team to make their way back into that lovely lobby. 18 teams to start us off with, down to 15.
How did Viprex knockout manage to eliminate DRS, and now they have 5 elimination points? I mean, that's an underdog team from Pakistan that we're talking about. And on one side, it's DRS, the best team of Nepal. But wait a second. Kent was surprised. 1 more player of Viprex knockout. They had no clue where the last man of BTR is. Now that they have the idea or they're trying to fall back, they have no interest. to push forward. They know that it's grand final. Losing one more player is not going to be a good thing, but BTR, they're trying to get elimination points. I mean, even if they get 1 or 2, it will be good for them now that they know that it's the last man standing. But BTR, they will get a response by Viperx knockout. Purple Viperx knockout charge in. They have a mini bus, not a good vehicle to push. To use in a push because it's a slow vehicle. All it can give you a lot of cover. Once again, Viperx knockout, their interest is going to be there. They are trying to get one more elimination point from this fight. They know where Kent is. Not exactly have the idea where this player is. The precision information is not there, but they still want to go all in. But Talon Esports, another team who we saw loves to play aggressive, loves to go all in, loves to get elimination points. That is Team Talon. A call, Johan. We've seen this guy multiple times getting MVP title, all because he had like 4 or 5 elimination points. So Johan is going to be the most important player for this team in every other fight.
Yeah, you want to keep that momentum going. But now Talon are going to be looking to rush up onto Vampire Esports. We did see 1 or 2 of the players there from Vampires just moving up ahead. And see whether or not Talon is going to look to fully commit to this. Johan and Boysil, not seeing them on this mini-map. So whatever happens here to our call needs to be quite cautious. Can't look to risk it all just yet. But up comes that rotation. As Talon now regroups a little bit more towards the northern side here. And an interesting angle to go for. But now the pressure is on the bridge. It's going to be quite a tight spot to rotate across. As you can see, Boom Esports locking it in. Champions Atomic getting picked on up. And this is going to be putting them on a little bit of a back foot. Champions need to figure out how are they going to play through this. Are they going to rush the bridge or are they going to look to play for the upset? Now making an aggressive move forward. Down goes M. And Boom now getting the tables slightly turned on them.
Absolutely. Balsa knew that there's only one way that he can revive his teammate, only if he decides to push on that one player who knocked him out. But as he took the player down, the entire Boom squad is going to charge in. That's not what Team C1 Esports predicted. I mean, they had no clue that if Boom Esports is going to do it. But now, Balsa has eliminated Yuri Johan. In fact, Yummy Johan. There's Yuri Johan in Talon, and then there's Yummy Johan in Boom Esports. Yeah. So C1, now they're being surprised. They're getting surprised. They're falling back. They cannot face this domination from Boom Esports side. And I mean, falling back is a good idea. It's not too important to go all in a fight. But Balsa was knocked out and eliminated. C1 is down to the last man. It's just Kino. Because the other player was already knocked out. Kino stopped for a second. Once again, trying to fall back. The damage is going to be there. One more bullet. He barely survived. There are still chances that if Moonbit confirms, in fact connects one more bullet, he can take him down. But yeah, I mean, Moonbit's not going to be happy. He went right under his nose. In the meantime, it's Bandit taking another fight, this time with Vampire Esports.
Well, let's see whether or not Boom can get that follow through, as there are more engagements coming through in the feed. Atomic now going to get confirmed as Godless comes in as well. So Kino definitely now having to try and find a way to get out of this, as Boom hard on their heels. Kino might not make it, but Ponbit, I love this determination, right? Just absolutely committed to ending that one and securing the elimination. Boom, up with 3. Champions leave the match here with their first point on the board. Now the pressure will continue to rise as we are going to be looking at the teams looking to find that next position, moving in towards the zone. Phase 2 is about to close on up. Phase 3 will hit very quickly. But look at this though, right? Todak moving in. They spot Skyfalls rotating up. Beautiful spray here coming in from, I'll call it Dolphin. But let's see if they can get those shots converted into knocks and then even potentially eliminations.
I mean, Skyforce, they knew that there's one team and still they're trying to get those, cars right from their noses. This is not looking good. I mean, that's the entire plan of doing it was always a flawed plan. But Team Skyforce, they're gonna lose one player. Scam, he had an idea that he is out in the open, but it's still not using any utility. It's a loose gameplay from both the sides, but Leon will be forced to take this 1v1. ICY had no idea. He rushed forward, tried to prone down out in the open as he was trying to dodge the bullets, but Cordless will be spotted by PwnBet. Boom Esports is gonna come in for a third party. It's TDK versus Team Skyforce, but Boom Esports is also there. So this fight is far from over. It's gonna be a bloodbath. If the other game decides to go all in, if Boom Esports decides to push, it's not gonna look good for anybody. But Boom, they're not gonna push. They will try to stay away, try to do a third party. But in the meantime, it's Skyforce who's down to the last man standing. So no hopes for them to get a chicken dinner. But yeah, now they have to pull survival strat and try to get more placement points. For the gaming, what a beautiful start. Cleon with 2 elimination points. One of those were stolen away as Boom Esports decided to do the third party, but Vampire Sports versus Gazer versus Wine Donkeys is also going on different angle. For the gaming, they spotted Sanchir. He's not gonna survive. He only had a single stone, and that was not enough to get cover. Skyford gets eliminated on the 14th spot.
Yeah, I think saying a stone is appropriate. That wasn't a rock, right? The stone is a
Yeah,
nice
that was a
little
rock.
small thing.
Yeah, that was a
no,
boulder.
that was a stone. It was a stone because, I mean, we could very comfortably see that player hiding behind that extra bit of hard cover. There was not a lot to make much use of on that point. In the meantime, it is going to be Glue Squad now leaning quite heavily into RRQ. We did see quite a few teams dropping all the way up in that far northwestern side. Ooh, we see Sem9 also now coming into that feed. Unfortunately, not in the way that they would have wanted to, right? We'd love to see that aggression, but now Sem9 up on the edge of zone, looking to gatekeep Talon, looking to prevent any of those entry points to be secured. But unfortunately for them, there's so much territory to try and defend here. And Talon could quite easily get themselves situated into these regions. But here we go. It's going to be Yoru looking for an angle. Spots an opportunity up ahead. That little shack now could bite quite a bit hard, as it is potentially a potential play. It could be had here. That, of course, being the players from Viper KO. Sem9 also right there. So it is just third party central right here.
I mean, whoever designed this map, that's a questionable spot for a shack. Why would you place it here? And there is no cover. There are windows from where everybody can spot them. They can probably push towards a close boulder and try to throw some utilities, and they will not survive. So, I mean, the big questions are there. But wait a second, there's another team try to come in. This time around, it's Halal Exitron who's trying to push on Team Talon Esports, but the wraparound is definitely going to be there. Talon Esports wants to fall back. One of the players going for a different angle. But Talon Esports boy is still trying to take that information in that vehicle. He's going to get closed in. He needs to throw some utilities. HLE, they realize that now that the position advantage is not there, it's good that if they fall back. And here comes the fall back. All 4 players took their vehicle, avoided this fight, avoided this contention. But then here comes a spray by Hitman because DX was there on the backside where they were trying to go. They avoided a fight with one team and now they're stuck to fight with another, and that is DX this time. Somehow HLE found 2 players, took both of them down and eliminated them. Now DX is left with only last two players. But Halal Exitron, they gotta watch out. Talon Esports can do a third party. They are busy with one team. They cannot afford to take their attention towards another. It's not going to be good. There will be sandwich. Talon is focused on Vampires. In fact, Viking Esports. And side by side, they're focused on Halal Exitron. So that's good from Talon Esports, but they got to be careful. Losing your focus will definitely put you to your demise.
Yeah. And if they learned anything coming through the playoffs, all the last chances that they will need to keep their heads on a swivel because these players can come in from every direction. That's going to be Haikyuu taken down. Now Halal Axatron already looking to get the ball rolling here, trying to get more eliminations, but instead the player gets knocked on down. Here is going to be that push now as Talon finds a bit of an opportunity. They are looking to capitalize on the position here. Halal Axatron could find themselves in a world of trouble. So much danger as the smokes are deployed, but it's not going to be enough. They don't stop bullets. They do, however, give your opponent a good idea as to where exactly you find yourself situated now. Hitman trying to heal up. The molly is in and down they go. Hello, Axatron going out here with 2 points on the board.
Absolutely. Just like that, the lobby is getting a little bit more smaller. And Talon Esports are getting all those elimination points. They have 6 already in the back. They need to revive their teammate. A 4-man up squad is going to charge in the circle once again. But Sam9, they took the knocked player on the vehicle. In the meantime, it's Sodak versus Wine Donkey going on another side. Where Wine Donkeys, they're outside the zone. Potato, his position is revealed. But Nan got spotted by Vampire Sports. A third party is there. Once again, I thought the teams will try to focus more on rotation and not on fights, but everybody's focusing on getting elimination numbers up. Vampire Lazar is going to push forward. He's going to find 2 players, both of them knocked out and confirmed in his backpack. Last man standing of Todak will be dealt by Vampire Sports and 4 elimination points in the backpack. That is beautiful. But look at the kill feed. Wine Donkeys will also get eliminated. Although it's DX versus Talon going on, because the last 2 players were also on the same spot where Talon took the fight up against Team HLE. As they eliminated HLE, the next focus was Team DX. DX is surprising them with some knockouts. Lazarus, although he will get all the loots that he needs, he has all the information, all the utilities, but now Team Vampire needs to move inside the zone. But here comes another fight, Talon versus DX.
Ooh. All right, love to see it. Bandit are going to be losing one to the blue. Yoru Johan takes a lot of damage, as it is going to be Dokkel right here on the front line, cooking up a nade, also taking a big chunk of that HP. But now, is this going to be Yoru able to close it out? Yes, they do, coming in just in the nick of time. Dokkel almost getting that spray. Another one rotates up, and that is the Xavier. Getting swept out of here. Under the rug they go. Levi rushing out of that vehicle only to get met with an S12K. Now Talon gonna look to try and get themselves patched up here, as it is gonna be Sam9 knocking on the door, trying to push on forward. We did see Satria getting one of those first few eliminations coming into this match at the very, very start. But now, is there gonna be an opportunity for Talon to maybe hit those double digits? So far, doing an absolutely phenomenal job. Sam9, though, going to look to make this very difficult for them.
Absolutely. Talon Esports, they have worked with their coordination. The cover fire is always there. Some pre-fires and cover fires. All in all, it works like a magic. So Talon Esports, now that they are on the edges of the zone, they got to watch out. The circle is going to go, and it can't go far away from them. Although, I think the next circle is also here. The next challenge for Team Talon Esports is definitely going to be Sam9. And we've seen Sam9 doing wonders in the kill feed. They love to play aggressive. Once they find that momentum that they need to get things going, it will be a little bit hard for everyone to stop them. But Boysel, he got spotted. He was away from his team. That's not a good idea. Playing in such a split where your teammates cannot cover you or they cannot revive you, that's not a good idea. Talon Esports left with the last 2 players. They have 8 elimination numbers. That's a good start. That's a good start of the grand finals.
Yep, that's definitely the approach that you want to take here. Hit the ground running, lock in as many eliminations as you can. And it's interesting to see both Viper and Talon, or not Viper, Vampire rather, right here alongside each other. Both squads in a bit of a standoff. Speaking about standoffs, though, is going to be RRQ in a standoff here against the side of the Glue squad. Glue only sitting with 3. RRQ are going to be looking to try and capitalize on the available opportunity. They've got them somewhat pinned in and just on the outskirts of the building. XKF is going to get lit on fire. That Molly comes in pretty hot and swinging. Now Noel goes down. This could be that turning point for RRQ to lock in even more. The pressure is going to be riding pretty high. BTR are also going to get taken on out as Ada runs them down, sends them out. RRQ now, unfortunately, not going to be able to get the jump in here. Glue Squad are holding their own and doing a really good job at staying alive.
Absolutely. 2 more teams put to the ground, and BTR is one of them, unfortunately. But Glue Squad, 5 elimination numbers to the back. That is brilliant. They were on the top spot in the group stage, so we can expect them doing the same thing The entire plan of Glue Squad is to stay alive, avoid all the unnecessary contention, rotate to the circle, by the book, and stay away from all unnecessary fight. Once again, Boom was trying to gatekeep themselves. I mean, they were trying to gatekeep them, but unfortunately, they couldn't do it. Glue Squad is inside the zone. Sem9 is also in a good spot, a comfortable spot. But wait a second, Glue will push forward this time around. Boom Esports will go for the wrap around. They took one down, and another is down with a beautiful grenade. The split of Boom Esports is gonna catch Team Blue Squad from rotating. Zero is gonna move forward, confirm one elimination point. Another player out of the picture. Glue Squad, you're gonna be careful. Only 2 players left behind. Both the players, they're compromised. They are on low HP. They got
already well situated within the zone. Does spot a bit of a play onto Ponbit, but Ponbit not too interested in getting shot at as they instead look to disengage, look for position just on the outskirts of zone. Boom now bringing their players back into full swing as they are going to be pushing up with that 3-piece. Zero, Ponbit, and then of course their teammate that has already secured the angle a little bit further on. Now Satria keeping the angles pretty tight here, waiting for the shots to align. Glue could now be met with a cheeky grenade. Let's see whether or not Satria can get it in. Oh, is it going to reach? It's close. Oh, it finds a little bit, but not enough to knock XKF right on down. So this now makes it pretty obvious to the side of Glue that they have to still be very wary of this building.
You know, the biggest problem for Glue Squad is that they are outside the zone. They need to move forward. The blue is gonna hurt them. Although there's Sem9 who has their crosshairs on them, but then on another side it's Boom Esports. So Blue Squad, they're not just sandwiched by 2 teams. They are sandwiched by the zone, and that's the reason why Strictly tried to move forward. Triad is gonna find him. It knocked him down. Confirmation was also there. Now Blue Squad is on the last player on the verge of elimination. This is a do or die situation for him, but Talon from one side will definitely take the focus of Sem9. In the meantime, when they're busy with Talon Esports, is this going to be an opportunity for Glue Squad to make their ways inside the zone? Although things are not looking good for them. Talon Akul, he was found out by Glue Squad. Glue Squad will take him down, and now the last one standing is Axel from Talon's side. Although a grenade from Team Sem9 is going to steal this elimination number away. Another grenade goes, and yup, KF will confirm his elimination point. But before that, before he does anything else, he was spotted by Tryout, and Tryout will put Team Glue Squad to their demise. But Sem9, they know that there's another player of Talon Esports. Look at them, they're pushing from 2 different sides with grenades. Axel, he's not just outside the zone, he is getting pushed from 3 players. And look at this, Vampire trying to make their ways inside the zone. They found Boom Esports, and that's not a good idea. That's not how you push inside the zone. Cleon will try to push forward. Yummy Yuhan will find him. In fact, it was Sento who was put to the ground. Then now that Vampire Esports is on the last man standing, Lazarus will not wait. He will charge, and no more room for you to put your heels back. And Lazarus will finish all the players of Boom Esports. But will he get enough time to revive his teammates? Sem9, they gotta realize that few of the players are knocked out. They need to push right now.
Well, this is going to be the showdown between the straight qualifying squads going through from the playoffs up against the last chance. Now, Tryout looking to see if they can get their hands on that winner chicken dinner. Sento just ahead of them. Both could be looking to cook up a natives. Let loose. Sento, comes in with a jump shot, and there we have it. A beautiful clutch up, and what a way to close it out. I mean, absolute carnage coming in here on the first match.
Absolutely, what a jump shot delivered and sent the entire team to the lobby. Sem9 eliminated, but Vampire Esports, what a domination by them. What a brilliant play by them. This match will give them probably 25 points because maybe they had 14 or 15 eliminations, close to